Really hard fought win tonight for Cheltenham, but I guess you'll feel it's what you deserved.
Yeah, I mean, if you take into account the whole scenario of the travel, coming in from the day, then the obviously the elements which were they're undescribable. To come and get a win was very satisfying, and in the end, I think we probably just done enough to probably edge for the 3 points. Yeah.
You got the only goal of the night. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up a good position. I felt that if the ball was going to come to me at the back here, and it's something I've been able to do, throughout my career, I'm able to find space, and sort of have one-touch finishes without sort of getting across people or something. Probably just more of a nous thing. And it happened today. Thankfully, I was alone, and it came to me, and I made a good contact on the ball, and it went in the net. So I was happy for it. Yeah.
Good delivery as always by Chris Hussey, but a flick on as well, I think, from Ben Tozer. That didn't distract you?
I don't know if I should say whether he touched it or not. He didn't touch it, because apparently if he touched it, it would have been deemed offside, apparently, so I'm hearing. So let's just say that Ben Tozer didn't touch it. So yeah, great ball from Huss, and as he always does. And yeah, thankfully, obviously, I was one, to put it in. Charlie Ragland said he was on the back, but he said even though he would have missed it, so thankfully I was the one who got my foot to it.
And you'd had a header as well a little bit earlier on in the game, so I suppose you'd had a bit of a sighter.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I wasn't going for goal though. I tried to, I would never have tried to head that ball in net from that angle. I would have went back across, but to be honest, I didn't see the ball. The minute I made contact, it was right in the floodlights, and I was unable to obviously arrow it back. But it looked good, obviously it clipped the side of the post, and you get an ooh from the crowd, so some people would take that. But no, I was a bit disappointed that I wasn't able to square it back.
But what does it say about the way that Cheltenham played tonight against the wind in the first half? Because at half time, you're sort of, in theory, the harder half, had seen you actually take the lead. Yeah,
well, I think for me, I find it really difficult up there. I pride myself on, having a nice soft touch and being able to protect the ball. But I said I needed some glue on my boots tonight, because I think every time, it was hard to keep hold of it. And, thankfully, my teammates and, the manager wasn't hounding me with your prehistoric shots of get hold of it. And it kept my spirits up through the game. And the point is I'm making to, we were able to, carry on going. There was no panicking or anything. And as you said there, we were able to, sort of come in at 1-0, and that was sort of, half the job done. Same thing, I know it sounds silly to say, but just don't concede, and the 3 points are yours. And, we got 3 good lads at the back there who are going to defend across as well, and we've done that well, I think.
Yeah, 3 of you came into the team tonight. Manager wanted a performance. You certainly got that. And, for me, one of the moments of the night, you come in for Luke Varney. He comes on for you after 65 minutes. At the end of the match, going over to the fans, you and Luke Varney, massive embrace.
Yeah, that's a given. I mean, this is a very together squad. I've only ever really been in, one other changing room. I think you might find us a bit scary in about a 16-year career, where the group is all about each other. Normally you get quite a lot of egos and outsiders in a group, but you don't feel that here. And for me, it's not like, how do you say this? It's not like Reuben Reid scored, Cheltenham scored. Luke Varney's on the bench, but he scored as well, because it's all about everyone together. And it was just, credit to them fans who braved that journey and come up in that cold, because it was horrible out there tonight. And it's nice that we were able to give them a win to obviously get back down the road with, and make them feel better on the journey home.
I know you'll say it's about the team, but what does that do for the team, having another experienced striker who's got 65 minutes under his belt tonight?
Well, it's just, for me, it's just another step on the journey of getting back into the swing of things, I think recent history dictates that I can't really be, pushed as much with regards to, a lot of minutes at a time, and I know there's a lot of strikers waiting in the berth as well to get minutes. But one thing that's the gaffer's got at his disposal now is options. He's able to bring someone like Luke Varney, off the bench whenever, Alex Adai. He's been on fire for me the whole season. At the moment, he comes in and comes out. Tavon Campbell, he's got a lot to offer. There's lads who I've not even mentioned there who's got a lot to offer. So for the manager, it's just another option really. And then I presume when he does an analysis through a week through the games, he picks what he deems are going to be most capable with the tools that those strikers have got to win the game on the Saturday, and I think today it worked well. We got the win, so there's the facts.
And Reuben, it's Cheltenham's first win since the 1930s here at Brunton Park. A little bit of history for you and the club. Yeah,
that was mentioned after the game as well. So that's always nice. Obviously, I don't know, have there been many fixtures since
13?
There's been 13. Well, it's not that many, but obviously this is a tough place to come. And to be fair to Carlisle, I thought they gave a good account of themselves as well. They played some nice stuff. They've obviously clearly got some match winners. But yeah, it's just a bit annoying that the game was more dictated by the elements than two good football teams. But thankfully, we were the ones that were able to, take the rewards home.